Hello everybody, welcome to day 4 for the Red game. We are at our final 7 tribal council. The tribe is here, so I'm gonna pan over. We have Tana and Katie, our first 2 jury members.
See you soon.
Oh, okay, Mike. Okay, since Lauren is off the table, who seemed to be the target the last few times, it sounds like maybe Mike is the one to be targeted right now?
Not is, or it might be. Yes, I am. I've had everyone come up to me saying it's going to be me, besides a few who want to make a move. And Arliana, who has listened to proposals, and I feel like I'm just being extremely genuine with her. But I think that since Lauren is safe, they're not going after her brother, they're going after me. Their brother, boyfriend. I'm sorry.
Is your brother on the list?
Sibling twist.
It's okay when I said that. It's okay when I said that when it was just us and I'm like, sorry, but in front of this, my heart just sunk. And I'm hot. Sorry. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. But yeah, apparently I'm a bigger threat than Ben, and they want to go after me.
You did play an advantage at the last.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. I definitely saw my time coming out to an end here. I think that it's very silly to still get rid of me if you're a certain few. And I've really articulated why, and I've been totally honest. And if they can't see my honesty in that, that's okay. But I know that's the best way for them and for me to stay in the game. And I just wish they could see that as much as I see it, because I believe in it and will show that, which I've tried in the past too. Yeah.
Everyone was really smiley watching the tribal, but I heard there was a lot of tears, Jason. Why you're in the delivery?
Why are you coming at me?
You're the first one.
Multiple people cried during confessionals.
Yes.
So.
Because for me, it was the question about how would it feel to win, and that was that just hit me in the feels. I'm not going to do it again. Yeah, but I mean, when you sit there and you go through this, it's been 3 days, right? But you've made all these bonds with people, and you don't really think about the feeling of winning, because you're still just trying to get to the end. When you actually sit down and take a minute and think about it and express it vocally, it brings a lot out of you, because we're not just playing for ourselves, we're playing for a charity, and every one of our charities means something different to us. And that's, for me, being able to give back to wounded warriors the way they gave to me is a priceless opportunity. And
I think everyone can see the passion when people start talking about their charities.
Mm-hmm.
So I totally see that. Ben, it sounds like maybe you're the other option other than Mike. Do you feel like
I don't feel like
enough moves to kind of save yourself, or
I don't feel like I've gotten a lot of heat the past 12 hours or whatever. Who knows what time it is?
wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah. I don't feel like I've gotten a ton of heat. I definitely could be an option. I know I got heat at the last tribal, but I also feel a lot of genuine connections with people that I haven't necessarily voted with the past couple rounds, and I think we actually will be able to work together well for the next couple, or the rest of this game. So I feel like the bonds I've been able to form will help me out today. The votes could land on me. It would be a surprise, and it would be a good move.
I want to hear some sniffling. Do you want to say something?
No.
Too bad.
It was, last night was rough. I definitely felt like my game was thrown, completely upside down when Katie got voted out. I needed to wake up this morning with a clear head and know what I need to do, and know my path to the end. Like Jason said, this isn't just about me. This is about Katie. This is about home. This is about our supporters. Thank you. This means a lot to us, to all of us. This means a lot to us.
Fans watching. Yeah.
So it just, it was hard to see her go, but I needed to suck it up, move forward, and figure out my path to the end.
I feel like you're channeling Katie's voice in your head.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Yeah. Stop crying. Yeah.
Maria, how are you feeling this morning?
I did my worldwide apology tour. The last tribal before that, Jason and I sat on opposite ends of the thing, and it was the first time that I realized that this is an individual game. I feel like we were the first couple to have that rift, and that was hard. And it hurt voting Katie out, but I knew that was best for me. And doing my apology tour this morning, I let them know that, like, Jason and I get into a real fight in a fake game. It's I just don't know that dynamic, and I don't like that feeling, and that's why I was like, Mike and I have always been on opposite ends. I feel like Mike is the good, like, morale booster vote. I'm sorry, nice. Mike. I'm so sorry. You're like talking to me right there. But I just like I can't do that to my hubby again, and I won't. And
So you feel like you owe it to him to kind of stick by him this time, since you.
The one world, or like the blood versus water twist. Coming into this, you think you're gonna be super cutthroat, and you think like, I'm going for the jugular. Like, you're good for me until you're not. And then when you actually do it, you're like, oh no, bring my husband back. we slept on opposite ends of the tent. I'm like, oh, guess I'll sleep next to Ben.
I was like, I'm gonna put my sleeping bag over here. And I was like, oh.
I think it's just like, and I respect everything you said, and I can't imagine playing with a loved one and having that feeling of them being sad, but like, for her to say this is a morale boost and everyone's laughing and having a good time, it fucking sucks. And that's how I've been playing this game the whole time from day one, that people identified me as Jazzy's partner, and I was on the house from there. And any online game I played, or any real game, I love my ride or dies, I love my allies, and I'll do anything for them, and I will fucking go all the way and help protect them. And I didn't have that this game, and I feel like people have just looked at me as somebody I'm not. I'm a loyal, I'm really fun player to play with if you believe in me, and I just didn't have anyone to believe in me. And the fact that Lauren and Ben did meant a lot. And it just sucks that I'm the morale booster vote when you'd have no idea what it's like to be a true ally with me. And whether it's because of my partner or it's because I didn't align with the couples, because obviously the couples are aligning, it sucks. And I don't ever want to be a morale booster. That fucking hurts to hear. And I pleaded to the people I need to plead. And there's a path for the people to get to the end with me. And if you believe it, it will happen. And if you don't, I'll be seeing you over there soon. And I laid it out for you genuinely. I was genuine. And if you want to go to people who have partners in this game, who have jury members over there that will give them their vote, that's on you. And if you want to do that, that's fine. But you don't know where my vote goes over there. You know where their vote goes. So keep them in the game, that's up to you. But I'm just more sad that my most genuine moments is when I'm like playing this game so honestly with people and we're moving together, and I just didn't have it. And it was sad to see other people have that and not me. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
Lauren, it sounds like, you was talking about couples joining together. You and Ben were a couple, but maybe you felt like you weren't involved in that couple alliance?
Oh yeah, no, like I feel like a lot of it like came out like last round. Like there like people talked about like a core four. Who knows if that's like a real thing, but there were like Arliana and her sister thought they were in alliance with two other couples, and then like me and Ben thought we were in alliance with two other couples, and then I'm only here because I ended up idling. So you don't really know like what's all happening with that. And it like this vote sucks a lot because I have believed in Mike and I have been so close to Mike since literally the beginning of the game. Like throughout the whole, like ever since like I idled, like Mike was always just like, I'm here to have fun, I'm here to do what we want to do and just like have fun in the game. And that's been exactly what I want to do, and I've been having a lot of fun with him. And it sucks that like kind of like there's no other option because a lot of people are just kind of stuck in what they want to do. And yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, my conversations with Mike are my morale boost.
Yeah, agreed.
I love talking to Mike.
But I also did everything possible to keep us in the game.
Yeah.
I knew the votes were splitting on me. I went right to you. They said there's going to be 2 votes on me. Play your idol, that's 3.
Yeah.
Do anything, save you for an extra vote that we see another day.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to do that, that's how I play this game. If you believe in me, I will fight tooth and nail for you. I could have sent you home. Alan and Arliana came to me and said, let's vote out Lauren. They believed in me, but I fucking stuck up for my ally and said, why would I go with people I don't fully know what's going to go on with?
To be honest, Mike, you came to me and said, let's put out Lauren, and I said, let's do it.
Well, I said that, but obviously I wasn't going to do it.
Right,
She's my ally.
well, that was me.
I'm just saying, I'm
coming
willing
to
to
you
do
and saying,
things.
hey, let's play. I'm
I know,
willing to play. I'm willing to do it. And
were you going to come here the
used-
next time?
No, absolutely not. You
How am
used
I
that
supposed
move.
to know that, though?
You didn't go along. You used that move to get rid of Tana. You
Well,
know,
I'd
so-
rather save someone that I know what's
I
going to
respect
do
it,
with someone that I
absolutely.
don't know.
Right,
That's
I
all.
respect
That's
that.
all.
I respect that.
And you know I felt bad.
Yeah, I just don't
about
want. I just don't like hearing like no one wanted to play. I was ready to play. I voted the way that you said you were going to vote.
I just never got that from the start. From the beginning of the game, I was like, I like you, I like Lauren, and I like Dee. Let's make this happen. You said, I'll always have your back, I'll always have your back. But I just didn't feel like you were including me when I always saw you talking to Rhea or Jason. I just didn't see that. So I didn't trust it.
I understand that.
I didn't trust it.
buddy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike.
All right, guys. Time to vote. Jason, start with you. Go this way. Rhea will end with you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Aliana. You just started talking, but I figured that was like your song.
So we heard from a lot of the players there and a lot of stuff that was going on. This is the final 7. Very emotional. Every time these players speak, they put their hearts right there at Tribal Council, and like I get the like I'm not even just saying this, like when Mike was talking, I had goosebumps because like these players are clearly pushing their agendas, but they're still respecting each other. Yes, I agree, they're respecting each other, and they're saying what they have to say in a respectable way, and I admire that because it just shows the types of people these players are, but they're also here to win and do what they have to do to win this game. So it appears like, well, let's just talk about a little bit about last night. So last night during the challenge, a clue was given to an idol, and at the top of the hill, Ben found the idol. So Ben has a possession of the idol. That's the only power that I know that's still in the game. Lauren has immunity this round, so that should be interesting to see if that idol will come into play, because between the two, if they were to take out one of those, because Lauren and Ben, and they're not siblings, they are boyfriend and girlfriend, so I guess there was something going on where people were getting them confused as siblings. So that was a funny part of this tribal, but it should be interesting to see if he plays that to keep them both safe, since Lauren has immunity. From what I heard from the tribe handlers and through confessionals, these players are very emotional. And last round, Jason and Rhea, I think they really did a smart move because they're one of the 2 couples still left in the game, Lauren and Ben being the other 2. But Jason and Rhea kind of split where they voted, and they played up just right there that they are upset with each other, but according to the tribe handlers, they're kind of communicating with each other. They know what they're doing, and they're trying to kind of play both sides as a couple so they could protect each other, which I think is a genius idea if they're able to pull it off without their other members or people in the game kind of figuring them out. It seemed like from that tribal that potentially Alan was a target. Yeah, they are like that. Jason and Rhea, the fact that they're able to do that, Samantha, is like very impressive. it seems like Mike might be trying to push Alan, kind of giving the pitch that to Rhea and Jason that if they take out Ben or Lauren, do you really want to be the last couple standing? Does that put a big target on your back? So it might be a bad move for either of the couples to take out another couple at this point, because then you're the only couple left in the game. I was told that Ben passed his idol to Lauren because she has immunity. She can't be voted, just in case they try to blindside him and take him out. Apparently people think Mike has some type of idol or power, and nobody thinks Ben has one. So potentially Mike or Ben or Alan could be the vote this round, is kind of what is happening. Arliana is working with Mike, but it also seems between the communication between Lauren and Arliana that even though Arliana was targeting Lauren in the past, that maybe they came to amends and want to move forward and work together in this game. So things in the game of Survivor, and you're going to see it all day long today, that things are going to switch round to round. So people who are allies one round might turn on each other the following round. I think everyone's thinking differently. When I was listening to Mike's whole spiel about how he, lost his partner early on, and it's very emotional for him to see everybody has a pair in the game, and he didn't have one from the start. For me, it made him look very good, and Mike's a really likable person, so I could see why his tribe members are saying he boosts their morale, and that their conversations with him are their favorites, or their most positive ones. Carrie, I agree. From the beginning, Arliana was a dark horse for me, somebody that I thought people would not think would be, or she could be an under-the-radar player, but be the one that's making a move and then shock people by that. So I think with Arliana, she's a dark horse for sure, and we always root for that type of player. Yeah, I agree. Definitely rocking it. And it seems that she has stayed true to the people that she said she was going to. So like she said that early on she was with Katie and Alan, and she stayed true to that even with the Katie vote when the other players turned on them. Rhea was talking about how she did an apology tour. She was the one who turned on the core four and took out Katie. So she was apologizing to everybody for that. But I think that was a move that she wanted to make, and I think it was a standout move for her game. At this point, if you don't have something to say, a move that you made, some type of resume to go into the final tribal council, you're gonna have a hard time convincing those jurors to vote for you to win this game, because I think these players are going to respect gameplay and respect moves and respect people who are doing what they have to do to win money. And not only win money, it's extra personal because they're winning money for their charities. And Jason touched on that, that this game is very personal just for that reason, because most people, or if not all of the people, pick charities that are personal to them. There's a reason they are playing for these charities, whether they were impacted by something that the charities have helped, or it's something that a family member uses, or something along those lines. Jason mentioned that he's playing for Wounded Warriors. So not only are they playing the game of Survivor, but they're playing it for these wonderful charities. All of the players on jury will win money for their charities. Actually, everyone who's playing the game will win money, but obviously the further they get in the game, the more money they will win. So I have, okay, let's see, how many more players have to vote? Okay, so Rhea is going up. Okay, so it should be interesting to see with this vote. I don't know, what are your thoughts? Would it be smart? So like I said before, there are 2 couples left. Would it be smart for the couples to not take each other out or target each other? Would you want to be the last pair in the game, or will that make you a huge target? So the 2 couples that are left are Rhea and Jason, who are married, and then Ben and Lauren, who are boyfriend and girlfriend. If any of those 4 go out of this game, the other couple would be the last couple remaining in the red game. Not sure if that would paint a target on your back, especially if you're like Ben and Lauren, who are clearly working together and gonna be working together, whereas Rhea and Jason spoke about how they're more playing individual games. Yeah, so I'm not sure, because it's really the perception of the people in the game, what they think is a bigger threat. So Ciara is going to collect the votes. I'm going to walk down so we can hear this outcome. I'm excited to see this. So again, just to recap, Lauren cannot be voted. She has individual immunity, and there are 7 votes. Okay, whoever gets this will be the 3rd member of our jury, joining Tana and Katie. All right, let me flip this around.
Now would be the time to do so.
Anybody want to play an idol for me?
All right. I will read the votes. Let me sit down. That's what I said on. Okay. First vote, Mike. Second vote, Rhea. Third vote, Mike. That's 2 votes by Mike, 1 vote Rhea. Fourth vote, Ben. Fifth vote, Ben. That's 2 votes Ben, 2 votes Mike, 1 vote Rhea. Sixth vote, Ben. That is 3, that's enough. Sorry, Ben. Bring this one over. Hey, Ben. Bring this one over and I'll stop it. And for the second time this game, Tribe has spoken. Boom.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
All right, then come up with me. Second time. It's a great game. You had a second life in this game, and you will have a chance to determine the winner because you're the 3rd member of the jury. But I want to hear your thoughts once we get up here. Away from these people. Right. You want to go here?
Sure.
In the shade? All right. All right. So what are your thoughts? What do you think happened?
Yeah, they made a really good move. Something I kind of saw coming at the start of the round, but didn't really. I think probably got too confident, but they made a really good move. Mike, Lauren, and I had no idea. I had an idol, but I gave it to Lauren. So Lauren now has the idol, and she's going to survive at 6. She'll be fine moving forward. Definitely rooting for her to win. Yeah.
Awesome. So who do you think was kind of responsible, or maybe was the leader of that move? I'm assuming it was a blind side, since you said you felt comfortable.
Yeah. Probably Alan. I'm sure Ariana was. I think everyone was on board. I think Alan was the one that was kind of plotting it. No hard feelings. I'd be mad if Lauren wasn't in the game with an idol, but she's gonna kill it.
Yep, it was really good passing the idol off, so it wasn't wasted. And you also earned your way back in, which was extremely impressive with 4 people. So from the time you got back in, you want to share a favorite moment or memory? It could be from a tribal, a challenge, or just at camp.
Oh yeah, the highlight was for sure the Tana vote. We kind of played it up that we were just Lauren was just dead in the water, but she had an idol, and it flipped the game on its head and completely changed the social dynamics, and the whole tribal was absolutely electric.
Awesome. So do you want to give a shout out to the charity you were playing for? Yeah,
shout out the Equal Justice Initiative. Super happy to have played for them. They do a lot of awesome work, saving the lives of the most vulnerable people in society, generally Black Americans on death row in the South. And so I'm proud to have gotten this far and raised this much money for them, and Lauren's going to finish it off.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ben. And you will have a say in who wins this game, and you are the 3rd member of the jury. All right, so you could go up to Kendall. Thank you so much. Great game. Okay, so with that, as we just saw, this is a crazy start to the day. It was the start, first tribal, and a blind side. Ben was not expecting that to happen. However, he did say that he passed off his idol to Lauren before he left. So it should be interesting to see how that plays out. Make sure you're tuning in all day long, because we're going to have our final tribal council today. So we're going to be live streaming all day long, finishing up this game. And these players are pulling some crazy moves, blindsides, and all other types of stuff. So I will see you guys on the next stream. Bye, everybody.